So what's going on, fam? Beatsbylonza here, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about legacy. So I ran across this post the other day, and it was a post that had one of J Dilla's producer friends that was showcasing JD's process of making a particular song. So he played the actual beat that he used, and he showed how J Dilla was able to use one sound and create a whole entire chord and progression, and then an actual bad behind beat. So as you'll see in this video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, and we'll show the video right here.
This opener is crazy because he took this note right here. Turn it up, son, Steve. He took this note right here, right? And he made that rose note for note into this. Each note is playing a different part, right? That's what he did there. Then he went here, and he did the same thing. They did a third one, the harmony. And then,
wait.
Crazy, right?
All right, so for a lot of you who are probably just like me, who don't know who J Dilla is, JD, his name was James DeWitt Yancey, and he was a producer, rapper, composer who came up in the mid 1990s in the hip hop scene from Detroit. So he was also a member of Slum Village, the group. He was also a part of a musical collective by the name of Soul Aquarians, and then he also collaborated with Mad Lib as J Lib. So he was a dope hip hop producer. Now, one of his favorite songs that I love was from Common, and it's called The Light. So that joint just gets you up and moving and feeling good. It's just a feel good song. Now, let's not take away from the fact that Common did this thing on this record, but the mesh of the actual production and then the actual rapping on the song was just next level. So a lot of producers in the rap community really look at you funny if you don't know anything about Dilla. Like there's like Dilla Day, there's all types of things that commemorate JD Dilla on him being a hip hop icon in production. So he had an actual particular approach to drum programming, which he used non-quantization. And a lot of producers have been influenced and drummers have been influenced on his style. But what I wanted to take from this was that J Dilla has, he passed away in 2006, and from 2006 until now, his legacy has always been in the front. His friends who are musicians always talk about who he is as a person, how he was incredible with his music, and how he was one of those geniuses. He's a musical genius, pretty much. So he was a musical genius, and especially using the Akai MPC. Now, I'm at the point in my career now that I'm like, okay, what collective and group of friends that I have is going to push and talk about me as a producer when I leave the earth, right? Like, who's gonna stand up and say, hey, he was tough on this, he was actually, incredible on this, blah 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 blah. He is a good father and a husband, but he was really an incredible producer. And then someone who would go behind and show my credits and show what it is that I've done. So I'd like to think that Dilla hit the mother load when he was able to showcase what he's done, and his friends come behind and say, hey, there was no one like him. He's everybody's favorite producer, and nobody's touching him in the way that he actually produced. And even when he was sick in the hospital and he was in a wheelchair, he was still in the hospital producing beats. So music was his life. He died doing what he loved to do, and rest in peace to him, and condolences to his family. I saw a video where his mom was going through his records, and she talked about him growing up, how he could take a record and find sounds and emulate sounds as a young kid, and just the fact that he had his mom behind him to show that she pushed him with doing his music. That's incredible to have your family behind you. So what I want to say to end this video pretty much is to say this, is that J Dilla has a nice catalog, and not just a catalog of just beats, but he has a catalog of actual songs and records that are placed on the charts, that have been platinum records and platinum EPs. And so as producers, we want to make sure that we have a legacy that we leave behind to our people. So one day, maybe your MPC 3000 can be in a museum in DC, like Dilla's MPC 3000 is. Like, he's such a staple in hip hop that they placed his MPC in the African American Museum of History in DC. And I was in DC to actually go and see the hip hop African American Museum, and the tickets were sold out. Like, you could not get a ticket. The line was like a mile long. You could not get in, and we couldn't even wait in line the whole day just to go to the museum. And the only person that my family that would really get something out of it would be me. My wife wouldn't care less about anything music related as far as in the museum, and my kids wanted to eat and go see other stuff. So I missed out on that opportunity. But man, just the fact that it's there, that's a huge ordeal. So again, let's make sure we leave a legacy that people can talk about from years to come after we leave this earth. And let's just make sure that our legacy that we leave behind shows that we were innovative, we were influential, and we want our life to honor what we actually stood for. So again, Beatsbylonza, peace out. Catch you on the next video.